Boy, have I got a story to tell you. Oh, yes, indeed. This is a story that I got to tell you, man. This is, oh my God. What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Juggler972 here. Um, I haven't been on too long though because I've been working so much at my job lately. Even whenever I am on, I'm trying to post up some highlights from my Kick account, and I'm also on my community as well, just chit chatting with everybody too, just posting up memes and shit like that. Which keep an eye out though because I always got good memes to come forth with. So it is 12/11/23 at 12/10/23 yesterday, as I'm saying this right now, December 10th. I was admitted into the hospital for emergency gallbladder surgery. Now I had heard about gallbladder surgery being like a pretty common thing, but I also heard that it was also something that was also uncommon too. Nothing I'd worried about too much though, but let's go back a couple of months real quick. I began feeling this weird, small bloated feeling, not in my gut, but in my actual stomach. Exactly, where the stomach is, anatomically, where the stomach is, and then of course, you got your gut, where your intestines are. Well, in my actual stomach, where your food is processed and whatnot. Behind your stomach, your gallbladder and your liver right there. During this time, I began to feel like this weird stomach bloating that I was supposed to say. It felt like I ate too much when I really didn't, but it would blow to the point though where it would like hurt my stomach, but it would also hurt my back too. Like somebody was just like put a balloon in the middle of my the top part of my abdomen and then just blew air into it. That's the best way I can describe it. And I didn't think much of it though, because I was like, maybe I should probably slow down eating. Well, fast forward to earlier this year in August, I experienced a really bad, just random bloating after eating some steak, and I began to have the same thing though. But the only thing is, like, the bloating got worse and worse, and it was painful. And I thought like, oh, maybe I ate some bad food or something like that though, because some people, will bloat a little bit though, and then they'll vomit. Not me though, however. I bloated, I vomited, and I stayed bloated afterwards. It was really scary. And I was thinking to myself, oh God, no more red meat. You know what I'm saying? I fucking love steak though, you know what I mean? I fucking love steak, and I eat pretty clean as it is anyway. Throughout the middle of the week though, I'm always eating some good veggies, like some green beans, a lot of chicken and rice in my diet too. Plus, my job is both a mixture of clerical and a mixture of physical work too. And I've been feeling this, for the past few months though, and I'd be with my wife and be like, ugh, tonight's gonna be a bad night, and I would take some Prilosec, I'd take some Gas X, just to try to flow down, and it helped a little bit, but it was getting to a point though where it wasn't helping. Now let's fast forward to this past weekend. Let's see, on the 9th of this week, December 9th, my wife, excuse me, sorry, I still, after surgery though, I still have some congestion that kind of comes up too, and it's really annoying. And the worst part is I can't cough right now though, because the coughing hurts. So my wife, my sister and I, we all went out to this anime convention, a huge anime convention out in Fort Worth. We're having fun too. We're walking around, and we've been out there for like 7 hours at this point. And we stop downtown to stop at a deli to go get some food. Real good food, I didn't eat too heavy on it though, but the previous night I had a flare up in my gut. But I woke up the next morning though, and my stomach was tender, which was a little weird though, because I'd never been that way before. So I said, you know what? Maybe I'll eat a little bit light. I'll eat light, and maybe it'll be a little bit better this way. Because in the morning though, we had breakfast. We had some taquitos. Love Whataburger. We had some taquitos, and then we had a deli sandwich. We get home around 8 o'clock, right? 8 o'clock, and then I'm starting to have like some acid reflux of some sort, and it's like right here, stuck in my throat, right here, and it was really, really, really burning. So I spit it up a little bit though, just to get it out of the way. I'm like, oh, okay, I feel much better. Than my stomach bloating goes down. About 45 minutes later, it bloats up again. and it bloats up even more, and it bloats up even more, and I am just in agonizing pain. It was one of the, I swear everybody, like, bloating like that to your gut like that is one of the most painful experiences you'll ever feel. And we're trying to go to sleep, right? And I'm not gonna lie though, man, I had tears in my eyes because of how fucking bad it was. I felt like I was crying like a little baby. I was crying like such a baby with it too, because I'm kicking my feet though, because how much I feel like I'm overselling, like in the middle of a wrestling match. But man, it was so bad. I was like, look, I need to go to the hospital. Something's not right. So around 1 in the morning, we get to the hospital. I get to the hospital. The bloating has gone down, thankfully. But I'm like, okay, this is because this has happened before. But this time though, it was a lot worse. So I get checked in. We get, we do the whole thing. I get checked in and whatnot. Once that happens, the doctor comes in and says, "Hi, you're Mr. Mr. Carlos?" Yes. I go through all the stuff though, and they said, "Have they talked to you about your gallstones since you last previously showed up here?" Gallstones. I had no idea that I had gallstones. Matter of fact, I had no idea that I was having a problem with my gallbladder to begin with. I said, well, it's pretty common though. It's one of those things you really can't truly diagnose. You really can't diagnose right off the bat though. It's one of those things that just has to kind of work its way through. Turned out that I had a mild infection in my gallbladder, along with gallstones in my system, and it was pretty bad. It was getting pretty bad too. And so that's part of why you're experiencing all the swelling too. And they explain, the gallbladder's functions and whatnot too. I won't bore you with all that. At around, let's see, noon, I don't remember, because we were there for a good 12 to 13 hours. I mean, who has surgery on a Sunday? That's all I can say. But the surgery only took about an hour, and before I know it though, I am waking up in the hospital bed. Right, I'm waking up in the hospital bed just groggy. Now, before that though, I got to tell you though, I wasn't really scared. I was actually really excited because, I mean, who gets excited to get cut open? Well, after being in the medical field too, it's one of those things. It's like you've been on the other side before, and you're on the side of being a patient at this point. So that happens, and before you know it, you've got a couple of doctors coming in, telling you what's going on, yada yada yada, going through the pre-op procedures and whatnot. Once that happens, I had a really awesome team of doctors that took care of me, and they were really good. So yeah, I get out of the hospital, and I'm just like, dude, the anesthesia, man, was something else, man, because I woke up confused. Like, my wife told me that my face looked like this. Of course, I think that's what am I saying though? When you're confused, if anybody's ever had surgery though, man, it's like you're confused, you're scared, you might be a little bit emotional, you might be a little angry and whatnot though. You never know what to expect, how you're gonna act whenever you come out of anesthesia. So the doctor says, like, this is what I can't believe I actually remember this. But doctor's like, go ahead and wake up. I will say this, the one thing I didn't like about him, he kind of just like shrugged me a little bit, like, come on, wake up. I wasn't ready for that though, and I thought I was gonna be a dick when I woke up, but I wasn't. I was actually apparently the nicest, kindest, most confused person you could see. And throughout that, I got my cat trying to get on me though. I can't I'm trying to make sure that I'm not trying to let them get too comfortable on my lap right now though, because I don't want them trying to lay on my abdomen. But I get up though, and then when that happens, they said, okay, just I want you to breathe this. I want you to breathe it past the 15 to 4,000 mark. Basically, just to see, like, you don't have pneumonia, but you might have some phlegm in your system too. So I blow, that goes good, and then like, okay, now I need you to go urinate. Seems like a pretty easy thing too. I mean, as for us guys though, we can hold our bladder, we can hold our pee in as much as we want though, and pissing for us is easy. Matter of fact, I think piss is a lot easier for women too, because their bladders are smaller, they don't have as much control. Wrong, fucking wrong. If you've ever been on anesthesia and have to take a leak, I gotta tell you, man, that is the most difficult thing you can try to do, is try to be both coherent, awake, and make sure that both your brain and your bladder are in sync with each other. Because God forbid if you don't have any kind of control, you might piss yourself. Thankfully I didn't piss myself. However, it took me about 7 minutes to get about this much pee into the little bucket thingy that they give you, the little side panels that they give you to, like, if you have to go to the bathroom but you can't get up on the side of the bed. So yeah, I didn't pee that much. They just said, we just need you to pee. All right, cool. So I took a small leak. I'm like, okay, now we can release you. Fucking A. Cool. So I get in the car and I fall asleep and I show up at home. By the way, it's as of let's see, 6:40 this morning. It's currently 7:40. As a matter of fact, it's 7:40 a.m. right now. I hadn't eaten since 6:45 p.m. since Saturday. So yeah, I've gone over 24 hours without eating. And another thing they also asked me too was, do you need pain meds? And I got to be honest with you though, I didn't need pain meds. Post-surgical, believe it or not though, what they did to, like what you saw when, at the opening of this video, what you saw, there's a mixture of surgical glue and sutures. Something I never heard of though before, and I thought I was like, holy shit, I'm part Sabu at this point. But yeah, that's basically how that's basically what happened though. I had emergency gallbladder surgery. It was pretty bad. So if anybody out there ever has any kind of bloating issues or some shit like that, and you're throwing up, go get that checked out though, because it might be your gallbladder. Could be something else. I'm not quite sure though, but that could be your gallbladder. You might have gallstones too. Now, the only thing I'm not looking forward to is, well, can't say that I'm not looking forward to though, because I eat pretty clean as it is anyway. But just kind of changing up my diet just a little bit though, and something that I've never had a problem with. But I'm gonna have to kind of adjust it a little bit though. I think I gotta cut down on the coffee just a little bit, which I will never quit coffee. I don't care if it makes me shit more. Still, coffee is still life. Secondly too, I'll just have to see what else I gotta cut back as well. Don't mind me. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end the video here though. So yeah, that was my gallbladder surgery. It was an emergency and it happened, and it's been funny. That's all I can say. It was a painful experience beforehand though, but at the hospital, believe it or not, that was actually, my wife and I both had a fun time in a weird way. It's weird. But yeah, and oh yeah, I don't need pain meds too. This fucker hurts though, but I've elected to not choose pain meds. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and end the video here. Much love, peace, God bless, be good to each other. Most importantly, thank you all for the love and kind words too. Thinking of my family, my wife, who was there right next to me too. I feel a million times better. And I'm off work for 6 weeks, and I gotta take care of all that business too. So anyway, but I'll probably be on here a little bit more while I recover. Much love, peace, God bless, be good. God damn it, I'm still kind of messed up. Peace, God bless, be good to each other, too sweet, and peace. Whoop whoop.